let's cross now to Fadil Alireza in Tunis. Fadil, what exactly led to Bhiri's arrest in the first place?
Well, it's unclear exactly what the arrest was about at first. There's different versions. Of course, Ennahdha themselves said that he was actually kidnapped. They use the word kidnap by plainclothes police on New Year's Eve, that the police used quite a bit of violence, which is not actually uncommon, unfortunately, in certain cases with the police here. But they took him to an undisclosed location, they say. They call it an extrajudicial enforced disappearance. But the government finally responded, made their own case about what the arrest was about last night in a press conference by the Interior Minister very late at night, saying that actually he's on house arrest, that he has not been sent to an undisclosed location. They laid out the case against him, saying that he had been granting Tunisian nationality and citizenship to people that they said were linked to cases of terrorism, also in setting up travel networks to Syria, of course. In Syria, there was quite a bit of fighting, and we know that Tunisians had gone to Syria as part of the fighting during the civil war there. But they also said that they had the reason why the arrest had taken out as it was because they were worried that Bhiri had been judicial procedures were taking too long, and that Bhiri himself may have been looking to evade arrest. So this is their response, saying, sort of clarifying why the government went after Bhiri. We still have not seen a response yet today from responding to the allegations that the government has put out last night from Ennahdha. But we also have a third sort of version of events, which is a delegation that had visited Bhiri, saying that he's actually in hospital in Benzert, saying that he's actually refusing to take medicine and food, that he's on hunger strike. Different from the version that we heard from Ennahdha earlier, the parties and the family of the Bhiri saying that actually he had been denied medicine. So very unclear exactly the specifics, and we're getting different stories on this case, but certainly it's a case that's drawing international attention.
Fadil, what will be the political consequences stemming from Bhiri's detention?
Well, there's certainly far more scrutiny now on President Kais Saied. Of course, there has been accusations leveled at him that he's going after his political opponents. This comes shortly after President Monsef Marzouki was sentenced to 4 years in prison in absentia. Of course, Marzouki had said that he had basically worked to make sure that the Francophone conference does not happen in Tunis, because it should not happen in a country that he says is a dictatorship under Kais Saied. They had called what Kais Saied's measures back in July, dismissing parliament, as a coup. These latest measures will certainly play into some of the accusations against him by his opponents. Of course, his opponents have said that what he's done is a coup and anti-constitutional. These include mainly the Ennahdha party, but also other parties in that were previously in the governing coalition before his July measures. But we've also seen increasingly other parties that had been perhaps in support or tepid about President Kais Saied's July procedures, suspending parliament, have also started to criticize him. And we've seen that as the exceptional period has continued to extend longer and longer, fiercer and fiercer criticism from these members of other political parties, other political elites, including also the major union. And all of these, I think, will certainly be looking to this case to decide whether, in fact, the president has strayed from his initial promises to really solve some of Tunisia's crises.
Fadil Alireza from Tunis, thank you.